30 years ago, I set myself a goal to tell the stories of adventure, to stand on the tops of the mountains, to float the West's best rivers.
Gary's Greenie Special.
My name is Gary Lewis. These are stories from the edge of civilization. Tales of yesterday. Notes from wilderness. This is Frontier Unlimited.
Welcome to the Dalles, Oregon, a city where the whispers of history meet the vibrant pulse of the present. Nestled along the majestic Columbia River, the Dalles is a treasure trove of cultural heritage and natural beauty, making it a perfect escape for the explorers and families alike. Today we're joining Gary and his family on a special adventure as they delve into the heart of the historic city, but there's more to the agenda than just sightseeing. The shimmering water of the Columbia River call to anglers with a promise of some of the best smallmouth bass fishing in the region. Late in the afternoon, as they arrive in the Dalles, Gary and his family head to the Bargeway Pub, a local favorite renowned for its inviting atmosphere and picturesque views of the Columbia River. The Bargeway isn't just a place to eat, it's a community gathering spot where every visitor feels like a local. Tonight marks the first meal of the trip, a perfect time for Gary to catch up with friends and plan on upcoming adventures. There's a palpable excitement in the air as they come together, eager to share stories and enjoy a hearty meal. The day begins at the Fairfield Inn, where Gary and his family rise early, greeted by the promise of a new adventure. From the comfort of the Fairfield Inn, the first stop is a short drive away. They head to Cousin's Restaurant and Saloon. Amidst decor that features a literal John Deere tractor in the dining area, the air is rich with the aroma of baked goods, especially their renowned cinnamon rolls, which are a must-try for any visitor. Breakfast at Cousin's isn't just about filling up for the day, it's also a chance to engage in a beloved tradition, the sensational charm trail. This unique scavenger hunt involves collecting charms from over 42 local businesses and organizations, each representing their own unique story and role in their community. With their spirits fueled by delicious food and a new charm added to their collection, Gary and his family are ready to embark on their next part of their journey. They leave Cousins and head towards the Port of the Dalles, where the Columbia River awaits, promising a day filled with fishing and family fun. Established in 1933, the Port of the Dalles has long been a vital hub, first for the steamboats and trade, now for recreation and community. Here, history blends seamlessly with today's leisure activities. As Gary and his family cast their lines, they connect with the port's storied past, enjoying a place where history and modern enjoyment meet along the banks of the Columbia River. With excitement in the air, Neil and the boys are unable to contain their anticipation, kickstarting their fishing right from the shore. Though they're just warming up, the Columbia River is quick to reward their eagerness. Even the smaller catches bring big smiles. Each smallmouth bass, no matter the size, it's celebrated, a clear reflection of the joy and bonding that fishing brings. I don't know if hooking a rock from the bottom of the Columbia River is a stroke of bad luck or an impressive feat. But don't let this rocky start fool you. Ava is a fishing machine. With a grin, Ava releases her catch back into the river, proving that she practices catch and release, no matter the species or the mineral. Now don't let the size of those smallmouth bass fool you. Neil is a giant man, so that bass in his hand is at least 6 pounds. Amy's bass is way smaller than Neil's.
Warren scope mounts didn't become the standard of the industry in an engineering lab, and we didn't become legendary by standing still. At Warren scope mounts, we put our gear to the test with top shooters and on the hunt year-round. We know long-range shooters and world-class hunters demand the best, and we build the best. Bases and rails, scope rings, MSR mounts, and magazine extensions. Ask for Warren scope mounts at your favorite gun stores or visit warrenscopemounts.com. Confidence in every shot.
Campers, barbecuers, tailgaters, overlanders and foodies, rookies and professionals, adventure seekers and cul-de-sac kings. No matter the lifestyle, we can all agree on one thing. Great food and great people are worth remembering. From back country to back patio, we are the way to cook outdoors.
There's a place in the mountains untouched by a stressful world, where the ice crystals break under your feet, temperatures bring hands together. From a timeout for the game at Crescent Lake Lodge, to a lovely commute, where dinner plans are all but set. Make your stay at Crescent Lake Lodge and Resort at crescentlakeresort.com.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelled the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where the young and old find rest and excitement, not apart. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
And that's how you keep on fishing.
How do you be married to a woman that outfishes you?
Oh, it's real easy. I just do all the rigging.
Oh, right.
You're the man behind the scenes.
Yeah, I spend all my time rigging up like this. I let her catch all the fish. Makes her feel good.
You're a good man, Neil.
It's how we stay together.
You're a good man. Speaking of good, when it comes to truly standout pizza, Spooky's Pizza in the Dalles is a slice above the rest. Renowned for its delicious pies and unique whimsical theme, this pizzeria captures the essence of classic pizza parlors, places where communities gather to share meals, play games, and enjoy the simple pleasure of good company. Spooky's has a nostalgic and cheerful decor that takes you back to the days of neon lights and arcade sounds.
Here, let me go. That right there, that blue one. That's perfect. Drop it. That's perfect.
It's a place that celebrates the past with mouth-watering flavors. Here the pizza is a dead ringer for the classic Oregon-style pie. Crafted with the quality ingredients and robust flavors and perfect crust, echo the beloved pizza traditions that many of us remember from our childhood. Whether you're revisiting those golden days or creating new memories, Spooky's Pizza offers a slice of nostalgia alongside every delicious pizza.
What is that?
Amy said, oh, I'm going to
What is that?
That was great. Wacky rig, My friend taught me. Practiced a couple times on the lake, and it worked out on the Columbia River.
I felt a bite and it didn't set the hook for a while, and it was a bad idea, but then it bit again, so I lucked out there. Whatever it is called. And I think that's what helped, because it has a good scent.
Whether you're a seasoned angler or picking up a fishing rod for the first time, the Columbia River in the Dalles is a prime spot for catching smallmouth bass. But to really make the most of your fishing trip here, it's helpful to know a few insider tips. Let's dive into some of the essential advice that will not only increase your chances of a good catch, but also enhance your overall experience on the river. If you're planning to fish for smallmouth bass in the Dalles, timing is everything. Early morning or late afternoons are prime times, as the bass are more active and likely to bite. The Columbia River's waters around the Dalles are renowned for smallmouth bass, and anglers often find success using crankbaits or soft plastics that mimic the local bait fish. Keep in mind the river's current. Areas with slower currents and small backwaters are hot spots for smallmouth, because they provide a more stable environment for feeding.
You know what I like about this trip?
What?
We can drive up here to the Dalles. The air is nice and clear because the wind is blowing along the river, even though it's smoky back home. And here I am with my family, my favorite fishing partners, and I'm getting bit by a big bass right now here on the Columbia River at the Dalles, and we're just doing it on our own, and any moment you could catch the new state record here in the Dalles, whether you're going with a guide or whether you're here on your own.
Water clarity can be a big game changer when fishing for smallmouth bass. After heavy rains, the water might be murkier, making it tougher for the bass to see your lure. In cases like this, you want to use brighter and shinier lures in order for them to see. On clearer days, opt for lighter and more natural colored lures to mimic the local aquatic life. Remember to check the local fishing regulations before you head out. The rules can change based on the season and the specific stretch of the river you're on.
He spit up a crawdad.
Ew. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Oh. He smelled wet. No.
What did he do, Ava?
Wet.
And now I'm going to throw it back in and he can finish it up.
Nathan's Knife Kit by CRKT has been widely adopted as the go-to teaching tool to instill knife safety and responsibility for youth worldwide. For more information, please visit crkt.com.
Power is confidence. It breaks down barriers, plows through fields of uncertainty, travels 1,000,000 miles, then goes 1,000,000 more. When others waver, power pushes forward. On the high seas, ice roads, and deep underground, power takes performance standards and shatters them. It uses 100 years of formulating expertise to engineer the next generation of diesel engine oil chemistry. Introducing Isosin Advanced Technology, the power you need to go further.
Frontier Roast is a medium roast derived from 100% select-grade Colombian coffee, the essential brew of the backcountry. For the finest trout fishing in America, why not enjoy the finest coffee before you make the first cast? Get yours today at GaryLewisOutdoors.com.
Campers, barbecuers, tailgaters, overlanders, and foodies. Rookies and professionals. Adventure seekers and cul-de-sac kings. No matter the lifestyle, we can all agree on one thing. Great food and great people are worth remembering. From back country to back patio, we are the way to cook outdoors.
Gary's adventure in the Dalles takes a luminous turn to visit the National Neon Sign Museum, a beacon of history and creativity nestled in this quaint town.
Well, welcome to the National Neon Sign Museum. My name is Simon. I'm the son of David Benko. He's the director and curator of this project. Everything that you see in this museum from his collection, he started at the age of 8 years old with insulators and the telephone poles. By the time he was 14, him and his 16-year-old best friend started traveling back and forth across the country. They'd buy West Coast insulators, take them all the way over to the East Coast, sell them there where they're more valuable. Buy the East Coast insulators, a different design, take them back here to the West Coast, sell them here. Did that for many years up until he was 18 years old. I don't think his mom or dad, my grandmother, the grandfather, quite knew what he was doing until he came home with hundreds of gas pumps that went into the backyard. Whoa! So that was how he got started. He then started doing neon when he was 21 years old, back in 1988. So about 35 years now, which brings us here to this project today.
Inside, they're treated to a fascinating short film that illuminates the intricate process of making neon signs. Through the glow of vibrant neon lights, the film reveals the meticulous craftsmanship and artistic skill involved in bringing these colorful signs to life. Leaving the National Neon Sign Museum, Gary feels fortunate to have experienced such a dazzling highlight of their trip. As Gary and his family conclude their day at the Port of the Dalles, they reflect on the moments that made their fishing trip special. From Neil and the boys eagerly casting their lines at dawn to Ava's unexpected catch of a river rock. The day was filled with laughter and engaging stories. Each catch today added to the adventure, bringing smiles and tales that will be retold for years to come. They pack up with the feeling of fulfillment, cherishing the time spent together in the great outdoors. It's not just about the fish, it's about the experience. The serene environment and the joy of the Dalles. At the Port of the Dalles, where history meets the current, Gary and his family feel deeply connected to this vibrant spot. Days like this reinforce the beauty of fishing, not just for the sport, but for the meaningful bonds it strengthens with nature and loved ones.
We like you the way you are.
Gary and his family are welcomed by the Gorge Wine Library for a relaxing evening. Their hospitality sets the stage for a special dinner catered by the renowned Smoke Ring Barbecue. There is filled with tempting scents of smoked meats, as Smoke Ring lays out a feast that promises to be delicious as it is hearty.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get some beans. Oh, that looks good. A little bit of spice in this one, some jalapenos.
Everything I ate today was so good.
veteran of Dalles for some reason. There's a truck out there.
I'm Annie Ring. So this is Smoke Ring Barbecue. Well, one, because that's what I was raised on. If it was too cold or too hot to do anything, we barbecued. It's not really barbecue that you would get around here. It's more California meets Midwest. It's just what I was raised on. Can't get it anywhere else, so I might as well cook it for everybody.
Wait, where'd Gary go?
Gelati.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I just had a whole bunch of food and I'm gonna have the small one. Muy pequeño.
Pequeño.
And I'll have the mini.
Okay.
Chocolate.
All right. With the custard?
If you say so.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And your name?
Gary.
Gary. I'm Jenny Marie here in the Dalles, Oregon, and we sell Italian ice and frozen custard that we make ourselves. Yeah, we've got lots of flavors that are really popular. Our lemon is legendary. Our vanilla custard is also legendary. Cold brew and dark chocolate is really popular. You can find us at the Landing in the Dalles, Oregon.
Oh man.
Hey Annie, did you want like the whole thing, or do you want?
Did you get a heart? Oh, of course.
Yeah, because
But now you gotta do the
What's
thing.
yours? Chocolate?
Chocolate, custard, and chocolate. You eat the chocolate on top, and then you pour the. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right now. You looking like clean.
Yeah. Just a nice little like float. Yeah.
Did you order one for him?
Hi Jesse, do you remember me? You the cuckoo. Good dog. Are you a good dog? I love you.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Bites, not even licks.
Well, it's because it's soft now. Oh, she can...
Ah, she's gonna eat the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna go down to the ground. There you go.
On their last morning in the Dalles, Gary and his family start their day at Mama Jane's, a local gem renowned for its hearty breakfasts. As they step inside, the aroma of fresh pancakes and brewed coffee greets them. Mama Jane's is famous for its fluffy pancakes and the kind and friendly service that makes you feel right at home. Even though their fishing adventure on this trip is over, Gary and the kids are already excitedly prepping their gear for the next one. Each lure and rod packed away with stories to tell and new memories to make. Enjoying their meal, they reminisce about their trip and plan their final day. It's the perfect start to end their visit. Delicious pancakes in a place that feels like part of the family. Fueled by good food and the warmth of Mama Jane's, they're ready to make the most of their last day in the Dalles. We've been to the port of the Dalles, and now it's time to see Fort Dalles. Established in 1850, this historic outpost played a vital role in the early days of the Oregon Territory. Serving as a base for military operations, today it stands as one of Oregon's oldest forts and houses a museum filled with pioneer and military artifacts. The Surgeon's Quarters at Fort Dalles is one of the oldest and most significant buildings on the site. Built in the mid-19th century, specifically around 1856, it served as a residence and office for the fort's military surgeons. This building is a prime example of military frontier architecture and gives insight into the living conditions and medical practices of the time. Today, the surgeon's quarters stands as a museum piece itself, displaying various medical instruments and artifacts of the era. It offers visitors a unique glimpse into the challenges and routines of medical care during the period of Western expansion and military settlement. The building not only highlights the history of the medical practices, but also reflects the broader historical context of life at Fort Dalles during the operational years. As our journey through the Dalles wraps up, we make our final stop at the workshop, a creative haven where visitors of all ages can dive into DIY crafting. Open to walk-ins and groups, the workshop offers everything from DIY kits for kids to team-building crafts for adults. It's a place where creativity is encouraged, and every visit is a chance to make something memorable. Do you need to relax? Grab a beverage and settle in. Planning an event? The workshop hosts private parties, ensuring a personalized and fun experience for everyone. Whether crafting solo or with friends, the workshop is your spot in the Dalles for creativity and connection. From riverside to workshop, the Dalles is a place of discovery and creativity. Come visit the Dalles and create your own story.